So, dear students, now let's talk about or let's learn about some of the basic label of the champagne or maybe some other wines. Here, this is the first label. Here, as we know, this label is dedicated to the champagne and the brand is Boulanger. Here, the third term is special cuvee. Cuvee means vat. Vat is basically a fermented or fermentation container where the generally the fermentation takes place. So this particular champagne has been filled or this particular champagne has been manufactured from the special fermentation tank only. Maybe on the other hand we can say that this particular champagne would be of expensive quality. Here 750 cubic liter is there. In terms of an liter it will be, in terms of an ml it will be 750 ml. 12% alcohol by volume, produce of France, so it is from France, and here it is Elabo pa Boulanger. Elabo pa Boulanger means it is elaborated by Boulanger. Means Boulanger is the name of the brand, so it is presented by Boulanger, right? So Boulanger may be the family which is producing, or Boulanger may be the surname of the family which is basically producing this champagne. And here the address has been given, it is AV France. So Elabo pa Boulanger, it means this particular bottle has been presented by the family named Boulanger. And here brut word is there. Brut, as we all aware about, is supposed to be used for the dry champagne. So this particular champagne label is of dry champagne only. Next, we are moving to the second label. This label is also dedicated to the champagne. Here, the first term is the Puy. The Puy 1851. The Puy means since 1851. So, this particular Charles Hedsey company has been making this champagne from the year 1851. Next, this is the name of the city and it is pronounced as Arens. Rens. Here M is pronounced as N. So it is Rens, Arens. And as far as the style of the champagne is concerned, it is Brut Reserve. Here Brut again means dry in nature, which is not too sweet, which is dry in nature, and Reserve means it this particular bottle of champagne has been matured enough. Here the quantity has been given, it is 1.5 liter. Produit de France means product of the France. Here again it is Elabo pa Charles Hedsey. Elabo pa Charles Hedsey again means it is elaborated by Charles Hedsey. Means this particular family is presenting this champagne. And again the name of the city has been given. It is Arens, France. As far as alcoholic content is concerned, it is 12% alcohol by volume. Next, we are moving to the brand of the champagne, which is very popular. It is Moet and Chandon. Again, I am repeating: is Moet à Chandon. A Epernay. A Epernay means at Epernay. Epernay is a place in France. So this particular A Epernay means it is at Epernay. The next term that we find is it is Fondi on. It is Fondi on 1743. This Fondi on means it is founded in. This particular Moet and Chardon is founded in 1743. Means from 1743 this particular champagne is very popular. And here the brand name is Dom Perignon. Again I am repeating, it is Dom Perignon Charme de Iron. It is Dom Perignon Charme de Iron, and its vintage year is 1979. As far as its alcoholic content is concerned, it is 12.5% alcohol by volume. Next is again a champagne label. It is pronounced as Dom Ruinart. Here T word is silent. It is Dom Ruinart. It is champagne. and its style is Blanc de Blanc. Blanc de Blanc means this particular champagne is made from white grapes only, and the name of the white grapes will be Chardonnay. As far as its style taste is concerned, it is brut. Brut means it is dry in natures, and again the city has been given. The city is called Reims, Arans, Arans 2004 France. So this 2004 will be the vintage year. As far as its quantity is concerned, it is 750 ml, and alcoholic content is 12.5 percentage alcohol by volume. Here in this particular line also, it is produced by Champagne Renard. It is Reims, France is the place. NM549003 is the, you can say that, the information or the address of this place. Produit de France means product of France. Next very popular champagne brand is called Gosset. Here T word is silent. Again I am repeating, it is called Gosset. It is again champagne, and it is having the nature brut. Brut means it will be having dry natures. And here this word is very important. It is grand. Grand means very big, very huge, very popular, very famous. Millésime. Millésime means this particular wine has been manufactured with vintage year only. This particular wine has been manufactured with the finest quality of grapes produced in the vintage years. So that's why this millésime word has been used. Millésime is the word used for the vintage year. Next, we will move on to again the champagne brand, and this particular champagne brand is called Loho Perrier. Here T and R word is silent and EN is pronounced as O. So again I am repeating, it is Loho Perrier. Loho Perrier. Champagne brands La Cuvée. Cuvée, again I told you, it is supposed to be used for the VAT. And here it is written Maison from the 1812. It means maison is a French term which is supposed to be used for the house. So this particular champagne house was founded in 1812, and this particular champagne bottle of Lahore Perrier is Loho Perrier is of brut style. Brut means again dry in natures, which is quite very popular for using along with any starter or others. Next is again a champagne, and here the brand name is Crook. Again, this is a place, Arans in France, and it is dry in nature. That's why brut word is there, and it is Crook Collections 1981. So it can be regarded as in vintage years. It is product produce of France. Here alcoholic content is 12% alcohol by volumes. It is again Elabo Pa Krug SA. So again it is elaborated or it is presented by the Krug family, and here the address has been given. It is SA Rance, France, NM225001, and as far as quantity is concerned, it is 1.5 liter. Now this is again champagne, and it is, the brand name is Moet and Chardon Imperial. So it is champagne. Here it has been written Epernay, France. Here Epernay is a place in France. It is Fondion 1743. So this particular champagne house of Moet and Chardon Imperial was founded in the year 1743. As far as alcohol content is concerned, it is 12% alcohol by volume. It is product of the France. It is Elabo, Pa, Champagne, Moet and Chardon. So Elabo Pa, again elaborated by or presented by the Champagne family name, that is Moet and Chardon. Epernay, France. Epernay, as I told you, is the name of place in France. So this is basically the address which has been given. Epernay, France, NM54900, I think it is 2. And here quantity is concerned 750 ml. Next, We will move on to the next, again the champagne, very famous brand, and it is called Paul Roger and Sir Winston Churchill, and its vintage year is 2002. Alcohol content is 12.5% alcohol by volume, 750 ml or 75 cubic liter. Produit de France means product of the France, Elabo par Paul Roger means again it is elaborated by Paul Roger. Epernay, France. Epernay is a place in France. So this Epernay, France is the address which has basically been given, and here the style is brut. Brut means it will be dry in nature. Next again it is a brand of champagne. Here the champagne has word has been given, and this particular letter is pronounced as Tatanze. Again I am repeating, this particular letter is pronounced as Tatanze. So it is Tatanze. Again it is Fondi en 1734. So this particular brand was founded in the year 1734, France, and again this particular place is called Arans. Arans is a place in France. Brut is a style which means dry in natures, and this particular word is called La Franque. La Franque is a word which means the French. La Franque. It is La Franque. Again, it means the French. Here, some of the details has been given because it has been imported in the New York by the co-brand corporations. Alcoholic content 12% alcohol by volumes, and the quantity is 750 ml. Here, this particular wine is very famous red wine. Here, the term has been given Misson Boutte. So here it has been given Misson Boutte or Chateau, means this particular wine has been bottled in the vineyard only, and the name of the wine is called Chateau Lafite Rothschild. Again, I am repeating, the brand name is called Chateau Lafite Rothschild, and 2008 is the vintage year. And this particular place, this is the place in the France, and it is called Pauillac. Again, I am repeating, it is called Pauillac. So here two L word is silent, so it is Pauillac. So Maison Boutte à Chateau means it is bottled in the vineyard only. The brand name is Chateau Lafite Rothschild, and it is 2008 vintage year, and the place in the France where it is produced is called Pauillac. So the label brand that you are finding in front of you is to be considered as one of the most expensive white wine from the France, and here it has been, its vintage year has been given, means this particular company has been selling this wine from 1969, and it is called Petrus. It is Petrus. It is very famous and very expensive white wine. Pomerol is a place in France where this particular wine is produced. It is Grand Vin. Grand Vin means this particular vineyard is of exceptional quality, and the particular person who has, or the family who is involved in preparing this wine is called Edmond Luba. Here T word is silent. Again I am repeating, it is called Edmond Luba. Here T word is silent. Proprietor is the A. Pomerol Gironde. So Pomerol Gironde. These are the you can say that the address of this particular wine producing regions, Pomerol Gironde, and the name of the person is Edmond Luba. Here it is Misson Boutte, Misson Boutte or Chateau. Here the Misson Boutte or Chateau means it is bottled in the vineyard only, bottled by the vineyard only. Next we have again a very famous red wine from the Bordeaux regions of the France. It is called Chateau Aubryon. Here T word is silent, AU is pronounced as O. Again repeating, it is Chateau Aubryon. And this particular Chateau Aubryon This family has been producing this wine from the year 1966. It is Premier Grand Cru Classe. So the wine which is produced or which is produced by this particular brand, they use the premier quality of the grapes from this particular chateau or the vineyard. It is Appellation Grave Contrôlée. So again, this Appellation Grave Contrôlée tell us about the quality aspects. So it is AOC category wine. It is Misan, Butte or Chateau. Here also it has been written the bottling of this wine has been done by the vineyards only. Here Dome Clarence, it is pronounced as Dion. So it is Dome Clarence Dion. So Clarence Dion is the name of the person who is having this Dome. Dome means chateau or the vineyard. So that's why it is Dome Clarence Dion. Double L word is silent. And here Essay Epessac Gironde is the place or is the address where this particular chateau has been situated. Next, we have the rosé wine, and the brand of this rosé wine is called Calvé. Here, T word is silent, and it is from the regions Vin de Loire. Here, R word is silent, OI is pronounced as Va. The name of this wine is called Rosé de Anjou. It is again Appellation category wine because here it has been written Appellation de Origine Protégée. Here, this protege means it is protected. It is protected by the AOC. Here, this word after appellation, the origin protege, the next word is melody pu du. Melody pu du. Here, R word is silent, X word is silent. This particular things means melody. Pu is in French term which is supposed to be used for and do for two, so it is melody for two. Moving to the last part, here it has been written Seth Bute Porth Le number. So it means, again I am repeating, it is Seth Bute Porth Le Na. Na stands for number. It is 165138. So this particular things means this bottle carries the number 165138. Next, we are moving to a very famous white wine, and the name of this famous white wine is called Pouet Fume. Here, two L word are silent, so it will be pronounced as Pouet Fume. Pouet Fume. And the person who is having this vineyard is known as Joe Claude Dagno. Again, I am repeating, it is Joe Claude Dagno. And this is a place in the France. It is called Saint Odilon. So the place is Saint Odilon. The family who is producing this wine is Jean Claude Dagno. The name of the wine is Pouet Fume. It is also AOC wines because here it has been written Appellation Pouet Fume Contrôlée. Here it has been written Appellation Pouet Fume Contrôlée. Next is Dome. Dome means this vineyard, the Berdres. Berdres means would be the surname. Next is Mizan Butte or Dome, means it is bottled in the chateau itself, in the vineyard itself. Pa means by Joe Claude Dagno. This Joe Claude Dagno is the proprietor of this particular vineyard. Apart from that, he is also récoltant, le Berdres, means he is also a farmer, and this is the place 58150. It is Saint Andilon, France. So it is Saint Andilon is a place in France, and the person who is having this vineyard is called Joe Claude Dagno. As far as its alcohol content is 12.5% alcohol by volume. Here, product of France. Here, the net content has been given, it is 750 ml. Next, again a famous white wine from the region of France. The name of this white wine is called Pouet Fusé. Again, I'm repeating, the name of this white wine is Pouet Fusé. And here it has been written Bouchard. It has been written Bouchard, Pear and Fils. Bouchard, Pear and Fils. Bouchard is the surname of this owner of this vineyard. Père is the French term for father, and fils is a French term for son. So it is Bouchard, father and son. Fondillon, 1731. So this particular wine estate has been founded in the year 1731. It is Grand Vin de Bourgogne. So this particular vineyard is of grand quality, is of exceptional quality, and it is in Bourgogne regions of the France. The name, again I am repeating, it is Pouet Fusé. Again it is AOC wine. Here it has been written Appellation d'origine contrôlée. Here this word is very important. It is Saint Vin et été élevé. Again I am repeating, it is Saint Vin. Saint Vin means this wine. A été élevé was high. Et un means and. So this wine was high and Maison Boutte pa Bouchard and bottled by. This wine was high and bottled by Bouchard, Pear and Fils. Bouchard, Pear and Fils means bottled by Bouchard, father and sons. Here the address of the vineyard has been written. It is Chateau de Beaune. Chateau de Beaune, Côte d'Or, France. So here the address again I am repeating. It is Chateau de Beaune, Côte d'Or, France. Next wine, here the top one is Maison Boutte or Chateau, means it is bottled in vineyard only. The name of this wine is Chateau Margaux. Again I'm repeating, the name of this wine is Chateau Margaux. It is Grand Vin, means it is great wine. Here vintage year has been written, it is 2002. Premier Grand Cru Classe. So this particular wine is from the Premier Vineyards. The place has been written, it is Margaux. Margaux is a place in France. Alcoholic content is 13% alcohol by volume, and it is 75 cubic liter, means 750 ml. Appellation Margaux Contrôlée. So again it is AOC category wine, and here the address has been written Chateau Margaux, propriétaire et Margaux, France. So this is the address. So the name of this wine is Chateau Clement. This Chateau Clement wine is very famous. It is a sweet white wine. Generally, we suggest to the guests to have this wine for the dessert course. So it is Chateau Clement. It is first cru. First cru means it comes from the first growth only. And here the region has been given. It is called Basse. R word is silent. It is called Basse. And it is Grand Vin de Sauternes. Again I am repeating, it is Grand Vin de Sauternes. It means it is great wine from the southern regions of the France. So this is again a very famous red wine from the Rhone regions of the France. The name of the wine is called Chateau Neuf du Pape. Again I am repeating, the name of this wine is called Chateau Neuf du Pape. and here the top it has been written produit de France, means it is product of France. Next word is, it is Dome the View Lazahe. Again I'm repeating, it is Dome the View Lazahe. It is basically the name of the vineyard. Here again it is AOC wine. So just under the Chateauneuf du Pape, here it has been written Appellation Chateauneuf du Pape Contrôlé, means again it is of AOC category wine. It is red wine and Rhone wine. Rhone is in regions in the France. Next is Maison Boutte or Dome, means it is bottled in the vineyard only. Alcohol content is 14%, alcohol by volume content is 750 ml. Here, vignoble. Vignoble means the farmer who is having this particular chateau. The name of this farmer is Jerome Quay. The name Vignoble. Vignoble is a farmer, and the name of the farmer is Jerome Quay. And here the address has been given. It is Vinero. Vinero, a Chateauneuf du Pape, France, product of France. So this is the vineyard of Chateauneuf du Pape, and it is France. It is a product of France. Here again, a very famous red wine. The name of this red wine is Chateau Mouton Rothschild. Again, I'm repeating, the name of this wine is Chateau Mouton. ON is pronounced as O, Chateau Mouton Rothschild. And here, the place where it particular belongs to is called Pauillac. So here, the place is Pauillac. And here, the word Baron. Baron is a kind of a title which has been given by the person, which is basically given to the person. So here Baron, and the name of the person who is having this vineyard is Philip the Rothschild. Proprietor means this particular thing is the property of Baron Philip the Rothschild. So the next wine that we have been discussing out over here is Chateau P. Mouton. The name of this wine is Chateau P. Mouton. Here it has been written, it is Grand Vin de Bordeaux, means it is a great wine or great vineyard from the Bordeaux regions of the France. Here this place has been given, it is Saint Emilion Grand Cru. So this particular vineyard is the Grand Cru, means is a great growth of the Saint Emilion. Saint Emilion is a place, and this Saint Emilion place comes under the Bordeaux. Again it is AOC wine, that's why here it has been written Appellation d'origine protégée. Protégée means protected, it is protected by the AOC standards, Appellation d'origine. At last here it has been written Maison Boutte à Chateau, means it is bottled by the vineyard only. And here the address has been given. Basically in the address you can also say it as Saint Emilion and Bordeaux. Here the village has been given Gironde, France, product of France. Here again red wine is there in front of us. It is called Vin de Bourgogne. Vin de Bourgogne. And here the name of the grapes has been written. It is Pinot Noir. Pinot Noir is a black grape. The place is Bourgogne, and it is AOC category wine. That's why here it has been written Appellation Bourgogne Contrôlée. And the person who is having this vineyard is Louis Latour. Again I'm repeating, the person who is having this vineyard is Louis Latour. Here it has been written Maison Boutte à Bon par Louis Latour, means it is bottled by Louis Latour, which is Negociant. Negociant means he is the dealer of this particular wine. Eleve. Eleve means he is not only dealer, but he is himself the farmer of this vineyard. Here Quantity has been given, it is 750 ml. Alcoholic content is 13% alcohol by volume. And here the place has been given, the address of this particular vineyard has been given. It is A Bun Côte d'Or, France, produit de France, product of France.